All right, guys, we are on lesson 9, and we're going to actually learn a new property called the associative property. So a couple weeks ago, we learned the commutative property. Now we're going to learn the associative property, which is pretty cool. So here is our objective today. So we will be able to model the associative property as a strategy to multiply. Okay, so there is no application problem today. I am diving right into the lesson. So here what the associative property means. What does that mean? This works for, I know this says multiplication, but it also works for addition, okay? So it also works for addition. It does not work for subtraction or division, only addition and multiplication. And what it means is that you can changing the grouping of factors does not change the product. Or if it was an addition, it would be changing the grouping of add-ins does not change the sum. So here they have an example, which I actually am going to cover some of this up so it doesn't confuse anybody. That if you have 4 times 2 in parentheses, okay, we always do the parentheses first, and then you multiply 5 at the end, you would get, let's see, 4 times 2 is 8, and then you're going to multiply 5. 8 times 5 is 40. So now we're going to move the parentheses over. So we're just moving them over to the right here. So now we have to do the parentheses first, right? 2 times 5 is what? 10. Now we're going to multiply this 4 on the outside. So 4 times 10 is 40. So these both equal 40. It doesn't matter which order they go in, where the parentheses go, they still both equal the product of 40. Okay, so that's what we're going to be practicing today. I want you guys to watch this first. So you're going to watch, and then I will have you take your whiteboards out, and I will have you guys practice some on your own. So let's look at the first one here. The first one I am going to do is 6 plus parentheses 4 plus 7. Okay, that's the first one I'm going to solve. The second one I'm going to solve, because I'm just going to shift these parentheses to the left. And I'm going to see if I come up with the same sum. 6 plus 4, and then when I'm done with that, I'm going to add the 7 to it. So let's see if I get it. So remember, we always solve the parentheses first. 4 plus 7. What is 4 plus 7? 11. Okay, so I have 11 here. And then I need to add something I haven't done yet. I haven't added the 6, so I need to add 6. 6 plus 11 equals, what does that equal? 17. So my total is 17. Now I'm going to solve for this one. I want to see if I get the same sum, okay, because I'm adding. So what goes first? The parentheses go first, right? So 6 plus 4. What's 6 plus 4? Try and do it in your head. 10. Okay, I did my parentheses. Now I'm going to go outside the parentheses and solve for plus 7. So I'm going to add 7 to 10. How much is that? 17. Did I get the same answer, the same sum? I did. So it works. This is the associative property. Even though we moved the parentheses over, it still came up with the same answer, the same sum. Now let's try it with multiplication. Let's see if it works with multiplication. So let's say I have 2 times 4, and then I'm going to multiply 2 after I do these two numbers, okay? Now I'm going to move the parentheses over. So my second one I need to try and solve, because I'm going to move them to the right, is 2 times parentheses 4 times 2. Okay, let's see if we come up with the same product. So multiplying the total is the product, right? Okay, we always do the parentheses first. 2 times 4. What's 2 times 4? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, I solved for my equation in the parentheses. Now I'm gonna bring the 2 down here. 8 times 2 is, what is 8 times 2? 8 times 2 is 2, 4, 6, 8. It's 16. So my total is 16. All right, let's see if we come up with the same product here, the same total. So, but first we're gonna do the parentheses first. And our equation is 4 times 2 that we're solving for. 4 times 2 is 8. Now I still need to multiply this 2 that's outside the parentheses, right? It's telling me I'm multiplying that number by what this number is. So I'm going to bring it down here just so I can see it better. 2 times 8 is, we did it, 16. It came up with the same answer. Pretty cool, right? So even though the parentheses moved to the left or to the right, it still gave us the same answer, the same product in multiplication. Let's see if this works if I mix it up a little bit. If I do a subtraction and an addition, and let's see if it works. I think I'm going to do 8 take away 4 plus 2. And then I'm going to move the parentheses over to the right. So I will have 8 take away 4 plus 2. Okay, does anybody remember what I do first? Should I solve for the 2 outside or should I solve for the parentheses first? The parentheses first. Okay, so let's do this top one first. 8 take away 4. What's 8 take away 4? 4. Now I still need to add this 2 to the 4, so I'm going to bring it down here just so I can see it. 4 plus 2 is 6. All right, so now let's move down to this one down here. Let's see if we come up with the same sum. 4 plus 2, parentheses first, is 6. Now we have to subtract the 8, so 8 take away 6. I'm going to move it down here so I can see it better. 8 take away 6 is 2. Oh my goodness. Do our sums match? They don't. Their totals are different. So this does not work for this equation. This is not the associative property. Okay, so now we're going to try division and multiplication. So we're going to see if this works and if we get the same totals. I don't know. So the first one I'm going to try is 12 divided by 2. And then I'm going to multiply 2 after I solve for this one. Now I'm going to move the parentheses over. And I'm going to see if I get the same total. 12 divided by 2 times 2. Let's see. All right, we're going to solve for this top one first. We always do the parentheses first. 12 divided by 2. What is 12 divided by 2? Well, I know the total is 12, so that's where I'm trying to reach. So, but I'm going to be skip counting by what? 2. So let's skip count by 2s until we get to 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I skip counted how many times? 6 times. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. Now I need to multiply my 2 that's on the outside here. 6 times 2 is, try and do it on your own. Let's see. It's 12, right? Okay, let's move down here. I'm going to do the parentheses first. 2 times 2. What's 2 times 2? Easy peasy, right? It's 4. Now I'm going to divide 12. So 12 divided by 4, let me move that up, equals, well, we know our total is 12. I'm going to be skip counting by 4 until I reach 12, and that will give me my answer. Ready? 4, 8, 12. How many times did I skip count? 3 times. Are my products the same? My totals. Are my totals the same? They are not the same. So this does not work, right? This is not the associative property. It only works if you're multiplying all the numbers together or you're adding all the numbers together. And you can move the parentheses side to side and it doesn't matter. It will still give you the same total. All right, my sweets, I'm gonna have you guys try a couple on your own now. So get your whiteboards, get your markers and your erasers, and pause the video. Okay, here's your guys' first one. You guys ready? Write this down on your whiteboard. We have parentheses 3 times 2 times 2, sorry. And then when you're done writing that one, I want you to write 3 times 2 times 2 parentheses. So pause the video and write this down. See if you can solve it on your own first, and then come back and see if you got it right. All right, so let's solve for this first one. 3 times 2. Remember, we're always doing the parentheses first, right? What's 3 times 2? 3 times 2 is 6. Now we still have to multiply this 2. It's lonely out here. It wants to multiply with the 6. So 6 times 2 is 12. All right, let's try it for this one down here. Let's see if it works. 2 times 2 is 4. So you should have put in 4 here, brought your 3 down. You're going to multiply 3 times 4. What's 3 times 4? It is 12. So it works. Check, check. Okay. Go ahead and erase that, and we'll do another one. We're going to do 3 all together, and then I'll let you guys off to your independent work. Okay, here we go. You have 6 plus 4 plus 7. So write that one down. And then parentheses 6 plus 4 parentheses plus 7. So pause the video, write these down, and see if you can solve this on your own. Don't forget to do the parentheses first. So solve for the parentheses first. Okay, guys, let's see. All right, so I'm going to solve this equation in the parentheses first. 4 plus 7. What's 4 plus 7? Ooh, it's 11, right? Now I still have to add this 6 to 11, so I'm going to bring it down here just so I can see it. 6 plus 11 is 17. Okay, let's see if we get the same sum here. I'm going to solve this equation in the parentheses first. 6 plus 4 is 10. Now I'm going to bring this 7 down because I still need to add the 7 to the 10. 10 plus 7 equals 17. It is right. It is the associative property. All right, one more. One more. Parentheses 8, take away 4, plus 2. Your next one is 8, take away parentheses 4 plus 2. Solve these two on your own by pausing the video and see if you get them correct. All right, so we're always going to solve for the parentheses first, right? This top one, what's 8 take away 4? 8 take away 4 is what? It is 4. And then I still need to add this 2, so I'm going to add the 2 down here. 4 plus 2 is 6. So my answer here is 6. Now let's do this one down here. 4 plus 2, because we're going to do the parentheses equation in the parentheses. First, 4 plus 2 is 6. Then I have to bring down this 8, so you should have brought down this 8, and you should have done 8 take away 6. What does 8 take away 6? It's 2. So the sums are not the same. The total here is not the same. So this does not work. It is not the associative property. All right, guys. Well, I hope you got those right and you understand what the associative property is. What you're going to do today, so this is a little different. We're going to be doing page 53, all of page 53. It says application problem on here, but that is what our independent work is today, is going to be to solve for the associative property on page 53. You do not have to do page 55 and 56, okay? Just page 53 today. And what you're going to do is you're going to do exactly what we just practiced, okay? You're going to solve for each of these equations, okay? And you're going to circle the pairs where both the problems have the same answer. So which ones, do these two have the same answer? You're going to circle it. Do these two have the same answer? Maybe, maybe not, okay? So circle the ones that end up having the same answer. All right, guys, good luck.